There are all sorts of utilities and applications available for writing a disk image or ISO file to a USB flash drive so you can install an operating system from the flash drive instead of a disk. However, if you're using Linux, you don't need any of these. You can simply use GNOME disks, which comes standard with many Linux distributions, and it's available in the repositories for most others. I didn't invent this method. I learned about it from a video made by Martin Wimpress, and I'm posting a link to his video below this one. Now, it's usually called GNOME disks, or frequently in your menu it will show up as disks. However, if you look for it in the Synaptic Package Manager, you'll find it under GNOME-disk-utility. And as you can see, it's already installed on my system. This is what such a bootable drive looks like in a file manager. If you have your computer set to boot in legacy mode, it will read the master boot record at the beginning of the drive. If you have it set to boot in the UEFI mode, it will skip the master boot record and boot from the EFI. Now, if you try to reformat such a drive using gparted, you'll get this notice. The driver descriptor says the physical block size is 2048 bytes, but Linux says it is 512 bytes. The fact is that using a drive in this fashion overwrites the partition table, and gparted just can't handle it. The easiest way to reformat such a drive and to write a new ISO file to it is to use GNOME disks. Make sure, however, that you're pointing to your USB flash drive and not to your internal drive, or you can easily erase that. So here I have a drive which has been loaded with the Ubuntu 1704 ISO file, and I want to reformat it. I left-click on the little file icon up here, and it says Format Disk, so I left-click on that. And the first option here says Don't overwrite existing data, parentheses, quick. Compatible with all systems and devices, parentheses, master boot record, and DOS. This is what I want to do, a quick format. So here it is. Are you sure you want to format the disk? Yes, format. And it's formatted, as simple as that. No error message, nothing. Now to write a new disk image, I'm going to left-click on the menu icon again, and I'm going to go to Restore Disk Image. Not Create Disk Image, Restore Disk Image. And I get a dialog box that says there is none, so I left-click on the little folder icon here. It opens to the folder on which I store my ISOs, and it goes to the last folder that I used. So I'm going to select Ubuntu Mate here. It's 1.7 gigabytes. Click on Open. It says the disk image is 14 gigabytes smaller than the target device. That's fine, I'm not worried about that. Start restoring. All existing data will be lost. Fine. Restore. Again, remember, make sure you're on the correct drive. I'm going to enter my password. and click on Authenticate. So it should take about a minute. I'm going to let this run in real time just so you can see how long it takes to write 1.7 gigabytes by this method. Of course, this is for my hardware. It may be different in your hardware. Now it's about halfway done. Now it's complete and the images written to the disk. Ubuntu Mate 17.04. Ready to boot and install the system on whichever drive I choose. This is XRAM Tech. Thanks for watching.